And we are going live. Hello, everyone. Hello, folks. I hope you all can hear me. This is me, Lynn Daniel, PhD, EDS, Dr. Lynn Daniel here on LinkedIn. I know I missed what, last week, maybe a couple of weeks, because, well, the reality is I've been busy with school stuff. And I run my business after my full day of teaching. And when I come home, oftentimes I'm very pooped. Like I need some time to refresh or just disengage, revive myself, and then move forward. So, yeah, you missed me last week, but I'm back. I'm glad you all are here. So, I am learning how to navigate StreamYard, and that means that I'm paying attention to when folks enter. Like, I should keep my eye on the comments so that if anyone enters the live, I can immediately say their name and welcome them aboard. Because in the past couple of lives, I've had Tonisha and I've had Muhammad who joined, and it was real late when I acknowledged them. So if anyone comes in, my goal is to be able to see who you are when you enter and acknowledge you right away. All right. So, you all, a couple of things before I start. I know my eyes are puffy. That's because I think that's like an allergic thing that goes on seasonally, where I have to make sure I'm putting eye drops in my eyes and taking allergy medicines and stuff. So, ignore the puffy eyes. All right. I'm wearing these bracelets. If you recall, I did a post on the bracelets that my after school club students made. Well, I am the sponsor of the Black Student Union Club at my high school. And so as the sponsor, the students wanted to host a fundraiser. And one of the students made us 40 bracelets herself, like by hand. These are made with love, man. And so I purchased $10 worth, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, five. So the students sold them for $2 each. And I supported them by purchasing these five, and they are beautiful and wonderfully made by the students with by that particular student. And the sale went well. So I posted. You can go back on my profile and find the post, like look through my posts, activities, and you'll see that I shared all of the bracelets with you. I had them spread out on the table and I took a picture. Okay, so this week I plan to revisit a couple of topics. Well, because the holiday season is arriving soon, I am going to revisit self care, the topic of self care. Now, the International Self Care Consortium or Foundation, ISF, has a website of wonderful resources and information about self care. I've noticed that on LinkedIn, a lot more of my contacts and people I'm connected with or following have been posting about self care. And so I do want you to know that self care is more than massages, pedicures, and manicures. It's more than doing those extra treats for your body. Self care is a for real like idea or concept regarding all of your humanness. So if you look at the International Self Care Foundation's matrix, self care matrix, you will see that there are three categories, but one of them is divided into two. So they're actually like four levels to self care. and 7 pillars of self-care. So I'm going to be revisiting self-care this week on my LinkedIn page, and then sharing that out. Now, I don't really have any plans to share it out on YouTube other than like what I'm doing right now. This is a live broadcast that is broadcasting on both LinkedIn and YouTube. So thank you. I probably should go over there to YouTube and see if anybody is engaging. I haven't figured that out yet. But so because of my schedule, it's a little bit more challenging to me for me to try to figure out the YouTube end of things. So, LinkedIn is very quick, engaging, is very relevant, it's like in the moment, and it's far easier for me to navigate LinkedIn. So, if you want to know what I'm doing, check me out on LinkedIn. I'm Lynn Daniel, PhD, EDS on LinkedIn. Okay, so what have I been doing other than, like posting on LinkedIn? I've been doing a bunch of teacher stuff. So the semester we're in November, we're at week 5. Students will be getting a progress report soon. They are at the halfway mark of the second quarter. And so I am entering grades to show them how they are standing with their learning in senior English class. That takes so much time, you all. A lot of reading and writing, like reading and then recording, reading, grading, recording, reading, looking at the requirements, the rubrics, grading, recording. It's a lot of work. So yeah, I'm doing that. The students are reading Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. And initially, when I saw that book, I was thinking, oh boy, not another. Hey, Chelsea, how are you, Chelsea? Good to have you here. Yes, I am having a great day. I hope you're having a great day as well. I thought I would just go live because I've been writing. I'm writing an article. Well, actually, I'm responding to a proposal. It's a book chapter, this particular one that I'm focusing on. And so I'm hoping that it will be accepted. And so this live is me taking a break from my writing for the book chapter. And then I do have an article that I'm collaborating on. And so I simply outlined that one. I haven't really like dived in yet because it's a collaboration. So I have to see what my partner is saying, see what I'm saying, and all that stuff. So this is me having fun, like taking a break from like writing, which is fun too. So I'm just nerd. I'm nerded all the way up. Like I will own the title nerd, even though some people may not, they may say, girl, you ain't no nerd. I do nerd like activities. So anyway, thank you for being here. Okay. Let me tell you all. So on LinkedIn, thank you, Chelsea. I am revisiting self care as my focus for the week because we are approaching the holiday season. And I want people to understand the components of self care, that it goes beyond just the like extra things you do for your body, like massages or naps or pedicures and manicures. Those are a part of self care. But if you look at the International Self Care Foundation's matrix, there are 3 components of self care divided into 4 levels. And so each of those, they explain to you how self care is differentiated for the different needs of your demographics. Like my parent needs a higher level of self care that requires like medical professionals and maybe more round the clock engagement but all people don't need that level of self care. So if you look at the International Self Care Foundation's matrix, and also if you look at their 7 pillars of self care, it will broaden your horizons and your understandings of what self care really is. Did you know that literacy is a part of self care? Like healthcare literacy or self care literacy. That means you are aware, you are literate, or you have access to information about self care. You have information to maybe your medical needs or the medication you're taking. You have access to information about how to care for yourself or your child or your family members or whatever. So there are so many levels to self-care. So I'm going to revisit it, and hopefully people will find my posts meaningful and helpful. And so in between times, yeah, other than when I'm not on LinkedIn, I will be writing. I really enjoy reading and writing. And when I say writing, I mean like academic writing, scholarly writing. Well, I enjoy all kinds of writing, really. But right now, I'm engaged in scholarly writing that aligns with like my research focus, my doctorate, my engagements as a teacher, a language literacy teacher, a teacher who has immigrant students in her classroom, a teacher who has refugee students in her classroom. So, yeah, that's what I write about. And so I just really like it. And that's what I do when I'm not on LinkedIn. Or I may take a break from it and then you'll see me on LinkedIn with posting stuff, right? And if I like swamp, like if I post a lot of information all at once or close, like in a close, I don't know, time frame, is because I know that I'm not going to have time in the near future to post. So I just try to flood my profile. That may not be the wisest thing to do though. I don't know the algorithm. I am not that clever when it comes to these social media platforms. I'm still learning. I know that I have heard that many of them change their algorithms frequently so that to keep people, the users, on their toes so we don't get too comfortable with how things are going. So, yeah. All right. So, I wanted to do some shout outs. So let me go to my profile and shout out some people. So I did have on Friday, I had a Zoom meeting with Milena Iocavelli. I think is how she pronounces her name. Iocavelli. Forgive me if I'm saying your last name wrong, Milena. So we just chatted about she's doing some targeted research for her offer for her business. And we just talked about you know, what would I be interested in her offer and what her offer is, and then about me as a businesswoman, a professional woman, what my day is like. And we just kind of, got an idea around that to see if how closely aligned, like how her avatar is going to look when she's done with her research phase. So she's doing marketing research right now. So we had that last week on Friday. And then let's see, I had, who did I have a more recent chat with? I've chatted with several people. I've chatted with Dr. Tamara Bedford, Beckford. She and I did a Zoom chat, oh, maybe in October, I believe. I've chatted with Chelsea Gray. Chelsea, when did we chat? Was it in August or July? I think Chelsea may have been my first Zoom chat. Like we do brainstorming. We just kind of talk about, we have like a question or a topic and we just kind of bounce it around. Um, I've met with several people and I find those very meaningful. So if you're interested in a Zoom brainstorming session, just message me in my DMs and let me know. I did offer yesterday, I did propose to one of the hotness unleashers for the week on Trevor Van Werner's show. I proposed that she and I conduct like my first interview here on LinkedIn. So I'm waiting to hear back from her. And I told her, because right now I'm really just doing update videos, telling you all what I intend to do for the week, what my topic will be, what I've been working on, and that type of thing. And so if she wants to proceed with an interview, it will probably be like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, not very long, just to chat on our commonalities, our theme, and then maybe do some kind of fun game at the end before we dismiss. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, you all. I'm revisiting self-care. You all, I want to tell you that this week I discovered the resentment journal. I had never heard of a resentment journal. So Kristen, no, her name is Kirsten. Hold on. Kirsten, what is Kirsten's last name? Oh, darn it. See, I need to pull these things up and have them ready. So, Kirsten had posted about a resentment journal, and I had never heard of a resentment journal. I was wondering, well, what is that for? And she mentioned that the resentment journal is for people who are like Kristen N. Spencer is her name. Kristen N. Spencer. So, from my understanding, the resentment journal is for individuals who are feeling burnt out in their life, their career, their business, or whatever their pursuit is for their livelihood, and they're feeling burnt out, and it's hard for them to have moments of gratitude. But if they are able to identify what they resent, maybe they resent having to use all their time away from their families, or they resent not having enough time for themselves. So if they're able to articulate those resentments, then it can move them like through resolution or through some sort of acceptance or awareness of those resentments, which could then direct them back to gratitude or forward into gratitude. So I thought, I'm like, I had never heard of a thing called a resentment journal, but I bet you there's an audience for a resentment journal. There is an audience for it. There is a market for resentment journals. And yeah, I mean, I heard it first here from Kristen N. Spencer on LinkedIn, a member of the Social Saturday Squad. The Social Saturday Squad on LinkedIn is a connection group where you can make your own connections, like make your own adventure, connect with people who you feel resonate with you, or connect with everyone who you encounter, to have more engagement around your posts, to build community. I really appreciate the Social Saturday Squad. Thank you, Victoria L. on LinkedIn. Victoria, it's not L, Victoria T, I think. Victoria, you know who you are, the wonderful Victoria. Thank you for initiating the Social Saturday Squad and then giving us the opportunity to post as founding members of the Social Saturday Squad. So thank you so much. All right, you all. Hello, I see I have a new person joining me. Ifeanyi. Now tell me if I said that. Help me with your name. Ifeanyi. 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 I've seen you. You are very active on LinkedIn and you post some powerful content on LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, if I'm recalling it correctly, I think you posted something recently about presenting at the, what is the organization for the youth? The, oh man. I'm forgetting the organization for the youth. I was a part of it very briefly when I was in high school. And so it's an opportunity to learn about business and grow your skills in business. Yep, that's you. You are a Scrum Master. And here you are. You are, let me see, what's the name of it? Dum, bum, bum. Oh, I'm not finding the name. But anyway, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're still here, but I'm glad you're here. Forgive me if I totally messed all of that up. Yeah, here you are speaking with youth. Okay. All right, you all. So that's pretty much it. Be on the lookout for more content on self-care. Go check out the International Self-Care Foundation's website. It is https://isf.org, I believe, and isf.org. They have great, just phenomenal content there, and it will definitely help to broaden your understanding of self-care and your appreciation for what self-care involves. All right, everyone, be blessed. See you all around. Bye now.